Hi, I'm Pip Waller and this is Being Human. And today I'm continuing to talk about a holistic approach to depression. And last week I talked about diet, like eating, and what effect that can have. So today I want to continue that, thinking about our physical body and what the body actually needs and likes to operate well. And I'm going to talk about the dreaded exercise. So I say the dreaded exercise because some people love exercise and then they're already doing it, and so this perhaps isn't for them so much, this video. But for some of us, we got out of the habit at some point in our lives of doing exercise. Actually, some people got out of the habit when they were very small, just kind of put off with gym at school, or, all sorts of things can make that difficult for us. Or maybe even our parents' attitude to sports can do it. But there's really, every one of us has the body has a natural tendency to want a certain amount of movement. Some people really absolutely go for it all the time, and other people it's less intense. But our physical bodies like to move. But when we get out of the habit of it and then we become less fit, it feels like it's less enjoyable. It starts to feel like it's more hard work. And if you're anything like me and you actually quite enjoy sort of lolling around resting, you might have had a period of time in your life where you didn't get so fit. That can be because you like lolling around and resting, or it could also be because you're just simply too busy to exercise. That's a very common problem in the world that we live in, where we many of us have sedentary jobs. That's jobs where we don't move around much, and then we drive, and we're just sitting around a lot of the time. So we just get unfit. If you've got children, often you get unfit because when they're little, you do a lot of very slow bimbling around with them, and then you're just caught up with all the jobs that there are to do. So if for various reasons you may have ended up not fit and you need to try and get a handle on what to do to get moving. Of course, when you're not fit, it's not appealing to move. And also when you're depressed, often it's not appealing to move, because something about depression is you're very stuck and everything seems hard and too difficult. So, but I still want to encourage you with the absolute fact that getting moving, taking up exercise, has an absolutely definite uplifting effect on the mood, the psyche. Even there have been studies, scientific studies, that have compared taking up more exercise to taking antidepressants, and taking up exercise actually even more effective, and obviously doesn't have harmful side effects. So exercise is like everything you can do to get your body moving, allow your body to rediscover the joy of moving. When you move, when you get exercising, one of the effects of it, there are a lot of hormonal changes in the body when you move, which have the effect of uplifting the mood. And one of those is that we actually start to produce endorphins. So endorphins are our endogenous, that's internal morphine. So just the same as the opium poppy, that's why that particular plant has such a powerful effect on our bodies, because we actually make endorphins. We make our own version, the same chemical, and that has the effect of being a painkiller and also a euphoric. It raises the mood. This is why when you do you do a whole load of exercise, actually immediately afterwards you feel better. So just everything you can to encourage yourself to get moving. Find something that you can bear to do, whether it's if you're not very fit, you probably do need to start quite low level, or if you've got physical problems that mean that you actually can't do much, then well, first of all, some people just really can't do any exercise, so this won't be for you as a way out of depression. But if you can, at the very least, get outside into nature and do walking at the level your body is able to cope with. If you're fit, or physically there's no actual pathology or illness or disease you need to really consider, then if you're going to do walking, make it a good half hour, as brisk as you can, 3 times a week minimum, or ideally even every day. You get out and you walk for half an hour. So then what else is good? Well, if you like music, then do some kind of dancing, do something that involves music. That could be putting music on at home and dancing at home. It could be getting like a Zumba DVD or looking on YouTube and finding Zumba and dancing at home. Personally, I've found when I'm fit, I can do that. But when I've had a period of unfitness, I need to go to a class, because once I've gone to the class, I have to sort of beat myself sometimes to get to the class. But once I'm in the class, I'm going to keep going until the end. Whereas if I'm at home and I start, after 5 minutes, I can think, I don't know if I want to do any more, and then I stop. Maybe you've got more willpower than me, but classes, Zumba classes, or there's a thing called Dancercise you can go to around here. I've just come across this great thing on the internet, which is called Figure Eights, which looks like it's based on traditional belly dancing, but it's been kind of made into it. It's like an exercise class version of that, and it involves a lot of moving of the hips and the pelvis and the stomach, the abdomen. And what that does is really, really sort out your core abdominal muscles and your pelvic floor. And actually, that not only does that really give you a great shape quite quickly, which is nice, but also very, very beneficial for your immune system and for your whole body. All your organs benefit massively to get your core sorted. So you could look that up, Figure Eights. There's a great entertaining video where there's all these women with amazing, they're already super fit, and they said, but is it only for women? And then they got these 3 guys that are quite like out of shape, unfit, big bellies, and they got them doing it. And these guys actually are talking, you see them like before, during and after, and they all loved it, and it's completely transforms their bodies within a month. So anyway, you might like that. You might like to check that out. Maybe, you buy a DVD, you do it at home. Maybe there's a class locally. What else people do, maybe you'd like yoga, maybe you'd like Tai Chi or Qigong. Find a class that you can go to, and one where you like the teacher. That's more important than the actual form of the thing that you're doing. And actually, if you're depressed and you can make yourself go to a class, you'll find you get another uplifting thing. Although usually this doesn't happen straight away, but as you get used to going and you get more familiar and you start saying hello to people and they say hello back, then you get the nice feeling of being in a group, being part of a community. Locally to me, there's this fabulous high intensity interval training. If you live near Llangollen, it's at Plasmatic Splash Magic, which got taken over, and it's a community project in near Ruabon, is an absolutely fantastic place to go. So really, if you haven't checked it out lately, try it. So high intensity interval training, for me, that's made the biggest difference to my fitness, because and it's kind of easy to go to get to do, because it's only half an hour. So for me, that really works. You go, it's quite hard work, really, I can't lie, it's pretty hard work, but it's over really quickly. And it made a huge difference. I found when I started going just twice a week, sometimes I go 3 times, but just twice a week, within a month, my fitness level had really raised. And the other thing I do is I do taekwondo. Now, martial arts can be really good fun, and I go to a class because I go with my son, and it's a mixed adults and children class, so it's a lot of fun. And but we did it because we liked the teacher and it was locally available. So again, I'd say more than the actual form, it's find a teacher you like, find a place where the vibe is nice. Some martial arts, sometimes it's terribly serious, but often when it's a family class, there are martial arts now that are really, people know it's for a hobby, it's for fun, and it is made fun. So we have a lot of fun, and there's a good vibe in the class I go to. So you might like to try that. The advantage of a martial art is it really gives you a lot of confidence in yourself somehow. Anyway, I just want to encourage you, find a way to move. Any way you can, get your body moving, and know that there is life after depression. You don't need to be depressed forever. Even if you've had a long, long, long history of depression, you can change it. Something can be done. And absolutely moving, getting your body moving, exercise is a very, very, very powerful way of doing it. So if you can, get moving. If you can't, try any of the other things that I'm going to be suggesting to lift your mood enough to enable you to get moving, because sooner or later getting moving is going to be the thing that's going to make a massive difference. So thanks for listening. I'm Pip Waller. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Tell your friends and help me with my plan of world domination.